Blue claw crabs.
To take our houses, pick them up, and move them, I don't know where, Arizona?
To think that they could just
On the loose after a holdup in Muttontown, a 50-year-old man who worked for the Mid-Island check cashing service was shot to death during the payroll robbery this morning. CNN is reporting that cops found bloody clothing in O.J. Simpson's home the day after the murders. Back here on the island, domestic violence hotlines report many more calls since the story broke. And after a couple of delays, jury selection has begun in the trial of Sal Ingalari. Ingalari is accused of sexually abusing Katie Beers.
It is a potentially crippling disease with no known cure, and the chances are good that you or someone you know will get it. It is arthritis, and as we hear from Dr. Anne-Marie Kwasjok, a report due out tomorrow suggests that it could be America's next great health crisis.
I just thought it was something, an ache or a pain that will go away in a day or two, but it didn't go away. On the contrary, it got worse.
Just like Krista Beauvais, millions of people shrug off their pain as just arthritis. It's this attitude and a new study from the Centers for Disease Control that has the Arthritis Foundation calling arthritis the epidemic of the future if action is not taken soon.
If more research isn't done and if money is pulled back on arthritis research and treatment, that the population is going to suffer the consequences down the road.
Arthritis is already taking a heavy toll on our nation's health and pocketbook. Already more than 38 million Americans suffer from arthritis, and they run up an estimated $54 billion a year in health care costs. Now, as the baby boomers get older, both those numbers are likely to climb. In fact, the CDC says by the year 2020, we can expect arthritis to be a daily concern for 59 million Americans. But those responsible for funding research that could help still don't seem convinced it's really a serious problem.
The legislators in Albany or in Washington think, oh yeah, I've had that, I have arthritis, it's nothing serious. We don't need money for research, that's ridiculous. But all the types of arthritis that are out there do need research, do need early treatment, do need proper approaches to the diagnosis and treatment.
And Dr. Marcus says treatment means more than taking 2 aspirin and hoping the pain goes away. Physical therapy plays an important part in dealing with arthritis. The only problem is most insurance companies don't understand that it's needed more than short term.
To say, okay, we'll allow medication and we'll allow 2 visits with a specialist and that's it, or something. That's not the way it's going to be, because people will live for decades with these illnesses and require long-term commitment to treatment.
Let the doctors tell the insurance how much care is needed.
Krista's view is understandable. Her insurance company says she's had all the physical therapy it's willing to pay for. Now she either has to pay for it herself or do it herself at home. But at least she knows she needs to do something.
You need to move your joints and stretch your joints and strengthen your joints. It makes you better.
Unfortunately, unless they learn it now, that's a lesson millions of Americans may have to learn painfully later. In Plainview, Dr. Anne-Marie Kwasjok, News 12, Long Island.
If you'd like more information about arthritis, you can call the Arthritis Foundation at 800-283-7880. This other medical note for you this hour: Long Island will have a state-of-the-art head trauma center within months.